Hello, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We are back to play tonight because we unfortunately weren't able to play yesterday because there were some kobolds and there was some stuff. I did want to say a few quick things, and I'm going to switch this over, and don't panic, the video will start, but I'm not going to play it. Just going to switch over here to remind everybody that tonight's stream and all of our streams this month are sponsored by Dungeon Fog. Dungeon Fog is an online cloud-based map maker. Lots of really awesome tools, and the maps that we'll be using this evening were made there. If you go to dungeonfog.com and use the code MANSHORTS for 10% off of the annual subscription. There was an issue with that immediately, and it wasn't working, but I have since spoken with Dungeon Fog, and that has been fixed, so the code will work now if you were unable to use it before. So it's MANSHORTS for 10% off the annual subscription. I'm going to switch things over to Ethan now, who is going to bring us back up to date on where we are and where we're going.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining us again this week. Sorry for the delay, but hopefully everyone didn't have to rearrange plans too much. So we're getting back in the action with the party. And last time we were with the party, they fought a big giant demon thing and a scaly man as well. From the scaly man's head, they found a shard of what looks like black glass with white tendrils of lightning streaking through it. Ignacious saw that. Villi picked it up so that no one's actually touching it, but currently it's kind of just like floating on an invisible hand in the middle of the group. They're all surrounded by the remains of a library that are some of the piles of books are currently on fire. They've been ignited, and that's really all they're seeing right now. So, what's everyone going to do with the on fire books and the mysterious shard of something in the middle of the room?
Casting lots and lots of detect magic on that floating piece of black shard.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
It doesn't take a whole lot of concentration to know that this thing is very, very powerful magic. It's on like artifact level of magical item, and from looking at it more with your magical detecting fingertips, you are able to determine that it predominantly comes from a like necromancy school of magic.
Willa, can you do your create water thing over those fires? Put them out?
I sure can. That's a great use of that, actually. I'm not sure, where did the fires even come from? Like, who did this?
Fireballs that I cast.
Oh, lovely.
Villi did it.
Don't mind me, I just know nothing about these books.
Yeah, we kind of forgot that we were in a library while we were fighting. Also, nobody touched this thing. I know that was kind of unspoken, but there is some bad juju coming off of it.
All right. So creative story. Okay. So Olivia, just like one use of that's enough to get enough water to douse the flames. Now, a lot of the books were in piles, and they already looked a little wrecked, but even more so now after Villi cast fireball that set them all on fire.
Oh, man.
So it doesn't look like, from perusing around the piles, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to find a lot of books with a lot of the information that you're looking for.
In my defense, it looked like I was in a forest.
Well, I'm going to look anyway. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can perception to try to look some more.
Hey, Ethan, do we have the library map, or are we still playing pretend? I'm fine with either. I just don't know if we had it ready or not.
We don't have of the top of the library, but the bottom we do.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you do find books. A lot of them are cookbooks and ancient healing remedies. as well as some kind of wellness books, but nothing of any kind of ancient history or anything like that. It looked like a lot of the history section kind of got destroyed. As you're perusing through, it looks like a lot of it didn't get destroyed by the fire. It looks like by the time that those books were set on fire, they were already kind of ripped apart and missing pages.
So somebody else did this.
It seems like someone else. You're not really able to tell how long ago it was destroyed, but it looked like someone else came and sabotaged this information in the section. Villi, while you're just kind of taking a general stock of the library, you're able to see that near the center of the room, there is, and it's kind of been covered up by bookshelves. You're not able to move it yourself, but it looks like there is a trapdoor going down below.
There seems to be a trapdoor. We need someone with the muscles to open it up.
I'm on it. As soon as I log into the game, because I was under the Dungeon Master thing. So give me a second. I was all messing everything up real quick. Give me a second.
I am going to take the blanket out of my pack and wrap it around the Blackstone shard, taking it out of Villi's magic hand, making very sure not to touch it at all.
Okay. So you had you took a blanket out of your bag, right?
Yep.
Might be a weird question. How often would you say you clean that bag? Or like clean like the blanket or or anything?
I mean, it's not under very heavy use. It's been used the last few days, but prior to that, I've been sleeping at a house in a bed.
Okay, so as you wrap it around, nothing happens to the noticeable happens as you wrap it up. So
I definitely don't know that dirt might have an adverse reaction because you didn't tell me that. You told the guy playing me.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna shove that in my backpack.
Actually, he would be the guy playing you at the moment.
I just healed Justen for 6.
Okay. So no, on the back to what Justin's doing. Justen, you're able to pull the bookshelves off. Some of them break away just from the wood having rotted and been sitting here for quite some time. But you're able to pull it away and clear off a path of the trapdoor.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna go down.
Okay, so you open up the trapdoor and start making your way down. You go down a winding set of stairs and very dimly lit stairwell. It seems like you go down for about, you would say 20 or 30 feet, and then you open up into a like a cave that looks like it's lightly lit.
Cool. Is anybody else coming down?
Yeah, I was going to follow him.
Okay, so we'll go ahead.
He hollered up that it was safe. I'm going down.
Safe enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him.
Well, that's good enough for me, I guess.
Alrighty. We'll go ahead and we'll move to. So this looks like an underground cavern, more like a cave, and it does look like it's low light. It looks like there are crystal deposits along the walls and on the floors that are giving this kind of like a natural blue glow in the cavern.
Sweet. I'm gonna make my way down into it.
Yep. So as you're going down, let me take a look at your character sheet real quick.
Uh-oh.
That's great.
Did you heal yourself,
this
Justen?
Place is very pretty and so well designed.
Okay. And also, speaking of how well designed this map is, this is actually a map that was done by another person on Dungeon Fog named Cubeworks. That's a Qubewerx. So they have very good community maps. You can just kind of they're free free to use maps to kind of just pull over and then alter as you see fit. So this is his base map, and then I changed a couple things up. Now let's go ahead and get some dice rolling for me.
Are we rolling perceptions?
I am rolling some dice in the back. Right now, Justin's kind of just moseying forward. If anyone behind him wants to do any set perception checks, you can.
I mean, I'm going to walk after the big strong guy, so I guess I'll roll a perception.
Okay. I see. Where are we?
Open
We're in
your
a cavern.
eyes, Studebaker.
Oh my God.
Guys, just
Okay.
Why was it so
Lord.
bad?
That's scary that I rolled the best.
This is
It's
terrible.
dark.
Yeah, Justin, do you want to give me a perception, or you just okay? Oh wow. Okay. So
They call us the
lost
10 and under
Well,
gang.
while the cavern itself and the caves itself are pretty well lit, none of y'all can see the ceiling from where y'all are, and where y'all are kind of looking around. Like the ceiling is blackness. So you continue on,
That's disconcerting.
and what you do notice is it looks like there are a lot of cobwebs in the cavern. They go
Cobwebs?
from
Like the cord?
from one wall to the next. You actually are having to, if you want to move forward, either cut down some cobwebs or kind of move them out of the way.
cool. Yeah, I'll slice through them. You want an attack for that, or
No, you just hit it.
okay?
So you cut through it.
Didn't know if there's a spider.
Man, it's nice being the short one.
Excuse me, dwarf.
Yeah, what's going on, Mr. Turtle? Studebaker, what's up?
Don't you holy people have light spells of some sort?
I mean, we do, but I like watching these guys figure out what to do before they remember that.
All right. Well, I'm going to light a torch.
Plus, I'm almost sure I don't actually have that equipped.
I'm going to light a torch.
you
Ethan.
Oh, yeah. It is one of my cantrips. Yeah, I'm going to cast light on my whatchamacallit, hammer.
Cantrips are unlimited in this game, you know.
They are unlimited in this game. What game? The game of life?
Yes.
Yeah. So as Ignacious, you cast light on your mace, and Studebaker, you lit a torch.
It's a hammer, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, a hammer.
My mace is spiritual when it's not a frying pan, and people on YouTube are debating over what I'm referencing when I create a frying pan.
All right,
Mr.
give me
Game and
1
Watch.
second. All right, so as you are going along and you light the torches, everyone else give me perception checks again, this time with advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Thank God for advantage.
What did I roll?
Olivia didn't need it.
Justin, yeah, you're still not able to make out the ceiling. However, everyone else, Villi, Ignacious, Studebaker, and Willa, y'all look up as the torches ignite and the light illuminate the area around you. And at first you hear it first. It sounds like a lot of skittering. And then you look up and the ceiling itself is covered in moving masses of spiders.
Oh no!
I uncast light.
Oh, no.
Their eyes turn towards y'all.
I don't know if I can do this, guys.
This is spooky scary. Oh, no.
And
Can I just say we are friends? They're not animals, are they?
No, they're not. So a massive spider comes down to block y'all's path.
They are animals. They're not plants.
Are they just sitting there?
Guys,
it looks like they're turned towards you and advancing on y'all.
Can I ask them what they want? What do you want?
Ask them if they work for.
Ask them
if they work for the Lord of Cinder.
Okay, so that does take an action to cast, so they'll be able to get an action first before you're able to get that going. They all turn towards you and start shooting out webs at y'all. Everyone, give me dexterity saves.
It's going well.
I know where this is going to go.
I'm right behind you, bro. I told you I got you.
I start picking up spider webs and putting them on.
I am a very stumpy human being. How am I the fastest out of all of us right now?
So Studebaker and Thornstooth, you see, that they're going. There's a lot of webs going towards your healer, in Ignacious. So both of y'all try to jump in front to save him, and end up throwing yourself directly in the line of a lot of webbings. Both of y'all are completely wrapped up in spiders' webs. Villi and Willa, both of y'all as well wrapped up in spider webs, but you were able to get a little movement first, so you've got more room. It's going to be a little bit easier to escape from these. They're not as tight as they are on Studebaker and Thornstooth. Y'all are basically immobilized and cocooned in it. They really wrapped y'all up. Ignacious, you are unharmed, thanks to the saving graces of your buddies Thornstooth and Studebaker.
You're welcome.
Also, your own dexterousness. You were not in the line of fire.
No, I'm pretty sure it was just those guys helping me. That's what saved my life. Shit. How thick do the webs on... Wait, we didn't roll initiative.
Not yet. We can go ahead and roll initiative.
I want to ask a question first. How thick on the people who were like wrapped the fuck up, like the people who failed that roll, how thick do the webs look on them? Is that something I could get easily, or are they like killer clowns from outer space, cotton candy cocoon?
They're pretty cotton candied up, yeah.
That sucks. Okay.
I'm rolling heat tonight. Look out.
Ooh, boy. All right, let me get just one turn for the spooters.
Justen, I can't hear you over your rolls.
Oh boy. Well, you're getting all of the bad ones out now.
Someone in the chat said they look forward to us being TPK'd by spiderwebs. I love our fans.
All right.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Don't think that kind of stuff hasn't happened before.
TPK'd by like a party member a couple of times.
Oh, dude,
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tease telling a story, just saying that Ethan killed one of my characters with a dolphin one time.
But he did it on purpose.
It was
ow!
Clutch.
That's the quality entertainment you guys come to expect from us.
Yeah, that's what they signed up for.
So at first are going to be the spiders.
Hey, I don't see me in the turn order.
Did you roll your initiative?
Oh. When did we do that?
I mean, you have to roll an
4
initiative
minutes
to
ago?
get in a turn order. How's vacation treating you, Olivia?
There we go. All
All right.
Okay, so up next is going to be the spiders first. Spiders, you're going to get Thornstooth. You're going to have 2 spiders crawl on you and continue webbing you up even more.
Great. That's good.
And then one is going to start dragging you away.
Okay.
What was it? Studebaker, same thing. You're going to get 2 on you, webbing you up, and they're kind of going to be on you while a third one starts dragging you away. So y'all are all going to be moved. Let's get all y'all down to about here.
Well, this is fun.
Oh no.
Up next are going to be these spiders. Willa, one's going to move past you, so you'll get an attack of opportunity on this one here that's going after Villi.
Who, me?
So you can, you'll get an attack of opportunity on that one.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's do it.
In 5e, it's an opportunity attack.
That'll hit.
Kill it.
Charles.
Kill it with fire. All right, so that's 10 piercing damage. So this spider, as it goes to move past you, comes right with it, like right in front of your bow, and you quickly snapshot one off, and it pins it to the wall. Its legs writhe and then stop moving.
Dude, Willa is clutch with 10 damage. It's bananas.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, Elf.
Air dice only has a 10 on it.
I hate spiders.
Okay, and then the other two are going to try to bite at y'all, and they'll miss as you kind of just pull your legs up as they're coming in to hit you. Villi, you're up. So a group of spiders moved your two of your companions away, and there's two more left attacking Ignacious and Willa.
All right, can I move?
Yes, you can move. Oh
Right.
no, you were wrapped up, so you would need to
Roll a dex save to move?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Willa, you were also wrapped up, so you wouldn't actually be able to get that attack of opportunity. I'll remember that next
what
time.
if I wiggled out?
You gotta actually escape. So you can do a strength check to get out,
Oh,
or
God.
I think is
Check or
escape
save?
artist in this.
I don't have
save.
any strength. Oh, God.
Oh, boy. That's fitting for Villi.
Yeah, so you push on it, and it no budge.
All right,
it-
I have another
So-
option.
So
But
currently you cannot move. No,
But I can move my fingers.
you can move your fingers. Yeah. You're not that cocooned up.
Well,
Oh, awesome.
and I, of course, exempt myself and Willa and Ignacious from that.
Okay, yeah, I know it's gonna happen. All right, yeah.
Whoa, you can exempt people?
Yep.
Wow.
I
Equal to
believe
1
he
plus
has
the spell's
feet.
level. So you have to do a level 2
Oh.
spell to get all three of you.
Okay.
What level 2 spell are you gonna do?
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, can I cast?
Well, to exempt all three of you, you would have to cast a level 2 spell. You can choose a number of creatures equal to 1 plus the spell's level. So if you only do a level 1 spell, you can only exempt 2 people.
But can I cast Burning Hands as a level 2 spell?
Can you?
That makes sense. Because, I mean, the trade-off would be the slot, right?
I was just like, no, like you're gonna have to do all three of you. You're going to have to burn a level 3 spot.
That's a level 2 spell.
Sorry, yeah, a level 2 spot.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
second level. Yeah,
No
so
problem.
you can use it with the second level or higher.
Right.
Okay.
Fine
Yep.
with that.
All right.
I don't know why that expanded there, but
Shkabam.
9 fire. Okay.
Also, thank you very much to David Rude, and if we didn't already thank him, you're always
I was
awesome.
waiting
Always
for
happy
my
to have you
turn.
here. Those webs may cause you to be down with the thickness, but Ravishing Rude has got your back. Thanks, Mr. Rude. And
I'm so happy that dude owns it.
Lord Reverend Sean Boswell gave us $5 for the Dolphins. So thank you.
And that guy's a dungeon
Sean
crawler. He's
Boswell.
a good dude.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. All right, what
so
are we doing?
with your cone of burning hands, you send igniting. You're not really able to see too much, like really through the webbings to get an aim, but you get a sense of where your companions are, and you shape the cone around so it doesn't envelop them, only their Willa's webbing and the spiders, and so you're able to blow through your webbing. You are now unhindered. And then you light up Willa's webbing and two of the spiders. One of the spiders is able to jump free a little bit, but gets about half hit. And Willa is completely uncovered now.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I'm free.
Yep, so both of y'all are free now. And one spider, it looks like he's almost fully charred, but is still up and kicking with a couple legs. All right, anything else from you, Villi?
I think that's pretty much what I got.
Okay, Studebaker, you currently are being dragged against your will down a mysterious cavern, and you're completely cocooned up. You can try to make a strength check or an acrobatics check to slither out.
I'm a turtle. I don't know how much I'll slither. So wait, you said I could do either strength or acrobatics?
Yeah, so you can either try to rip yourself out, or technically it's an escape, which falls under acrobatics as well.
It's gonna be the same either way for me, so I'll just do a strength check. Okay. Oh boy!
So you're pulling at the webbing, and it's like, well, it's like spider webbing. It's like you're trying to pull apart steel. You're not able to get anything.
Am I able to give bardic inspiration in my state?
I mean, only if you can, if your instrument's like singing or something like that. Do you have any proficiency with singing? Because you currently can't really move your hands enough to do any kind of.
I can't do any strumming.
Activity. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess that's all I can do. I tried to get out, couldn't.
All right. Ignacious, you're up. And
alrighty, I am going to cast. Hold on, I need to make sure something's close enough. Yeah, neat. Okay, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon on this here space right here. If it'll mark it on the wrong icon, right there. Okay. So let me hit it.
Also, thank you to Christopher Wright for becoming a dungeon crawler. Welcome to the party, and thank you for your support.
Yeah, Christopher, I'm apparently about to scream your name as I slap a spiritual mace upside the spider that's taken Studebaker off. Christopher Wright!
That'll hit.
There, I did it. Bonk. I'm going to cast that at level just 2. Bonk.
Clang.
Bonk.
Ooh, is that the one that's carrying me?
Yeah, he's going after the one that's carrying.
Yeah, the one that's
you also
carrying Chaz.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you hear like some scuttling on top of your cocoon as well. That seems like 2 pairs of spiders. They're doing that, and he did not hit one of those. But you do nearly completely crush the one that is carrying Studebaker away.
Awesome. And then I'm going to hit that one with my hammer.
Hit the one in front of you?
I'm not moving. Yes, the one directly in front of me, because I'm not moving this turn. I am standing here like a little tank. Did we heal at any point? Maybe I'm not as tanky as I thought I was.
I don't think so.
No, we have not healed at any point from last week. That'll hit as well.
Okay.
Studebaker.
I mean, I'm still kind of tanky. I'm just tanky, but not feeling too hot.
Oh yeah, no, you squash this thing like a spider, with your warhammer.
I did that one for David Rude, who just became a dungeon crawler. That's who I did that one for. At that moment, as I crushed the spider, he was willed into being a dungeon crawler. Rick Rude's nephew.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna
that spider
that till
is
people believe it's true.
Crushed. Up next is Willa.
All right.
You've got a spider in front of you, and 6 spiders carrying 2 of your companions away from you.
So this guy in front of me isn't dead yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, I guess I'll hit that guy first. Let's see.
Okay.
Boop.
Boop. Okay, so the
Get
one in
outta
front of
here,
you, you just aim your bow straight down at it, right behind where the head is, and just another quick shot since he's right there, and the arrow pierces into the dirt and goes straight through, severing the head from the body. The
Well,
legs
that's-
writhe for a little and then stop moving.
He did.
Olivia,
Okay,
you have
yeah.
this consistent DPR, and for the Wild West campaign we're playing on Saturday, you built a character based in diplomacy.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't need to do anything if you were attack focused in this and sidewinder.
If her rolling remains this consistent, she's just going to talk her way through a train robbery.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, she's got all of her like mental ability skills are ridiculous, but we'll find that out on Saturday. Yeah, so that one's dead as well. What else are you gonna do?
What else can I do?
You can still move, or if you have any bonus actions you want to do, you can do that as well.
Well, I don't feel like moving closer to the spiders, so I think I'm gonna stay right where I am.
All right. So up next is going to be Thorntooth. Thorntooth, you are completely wrapped up in
Not for
webbing.
long. Well,
Oh.
I meant to do once.
Well,
I just met the 23.
yeah.
First one there.
Yeah, so you burst open the webbing, and as you burst through, you see that there are two pairs of fangs that are rearing back, about to stab into the cocoon where you're at, dripping poison.
Oh, sweet. I can't attack because I just did that, right?
Yeah, it does take an action to try to do that, yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't
Cool, so I'm gonna do
isn't
like
attacking twice the thing?
Oh, I do get 2 attacks now.
Doesn't
Yeah,
that
but
mean
it's
you
still-
get two standard actions?
You can use.
Yeah. No.
Can you use it? Yeah,
Think
it's still like a standard to do the 2 attacks,
Yeah, so I'll do like a sweet backward somersault away from it,
and just
but only
move
5
out.
feet. So I'm dodging slowly. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Which one is it? I'll go over here.
Okay, so just moving that a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Down the path, you see a line of or a group of more spiders coming down from the ceiling.
Okay.
All right, and now it's the spider's turn. Spider's turn. All right, no spiders left there. So, Studebaker, you're going to be hit by 2 spiders. And so they're actually going to pierce through the webbing and start injecting a poison, and they'll actually get like where your legs are, so they do bite into you, and they're going to start injecting a poison into you. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving
no.
throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 12. All right, so 12 is enough. You feel your muscles starting to slow and seize up. But like a bad cramp, you're able to shake it off and let the poison run through your system, and you're not completely immobilized inside the cocoon. However, you will still end up taking 6 points of piercing damage from the fangs piercing into your leg. Thorntooth, you're going to get swarmed by 3
Okay.
spiders. all of them you'll duck and weave and they'll all miss you. It looks like there are a couple more spiders that are moving up, and they're making a web barrier right here. So
and just a quick thank you to Ash for the $10 donation. Have fun, peeps, working with the boss tonight, but I'm with you in spirit. Roll some crits for me. We'll try, Ash. That's certainly not going to make any promises.
Olivia will.
Thank you very much.
The critical
like there's going to be
fails
a.
Yeah, I did see someone. I was saying earlier, I think Olivia made a strength check, and if she'd been with disadvantage, it would have been a 0.
All right, Villi, you're up. Okay, so fireballing all of DC 13.
And
Oh my god!
Okay, yeah, even
set this web here on fire.
Yeah, how
31 damage, DC 15.
Yep, and the radius
Jesus.
20 feet,
20 feet.
I believe.
And
so.
where did you center it?
On this far spider here.
Right here. Okay. Okay. Or actually, no, bring it back. All right, so suffice to say that you destroy all of the spiders around your companions. Let me just get one more thing on. That's the little flames. Flames. So that currently right now that web of webbing is on fire. And there are web of webbing.
Yeah. Thanks for the title of this week's episode, Ethan.
This whole dungeon is very Dark Souls so far. Fire and spiders and shit.
Are the spiders just running into the fire?
Yeah, I'm a bit freaked out.
Oh no, I was just making sure I didn't delete Studebaker as well on accident. So Studebaker, your
half spider.
Your webbing comes off your body as well, so you're completely free to move. Anything else, Villi?
No, I think I've done enough.
Okay, Studebaker, you're up.
So what am I looking at? Just a wall of burning web? Do I see
right now,
spiders behind
there's a
it?
wall of burning web, and there are a lot of spiders behind it.
Okay.
And it looks like from that they're actually retreating back. So a lot of the spiders are retreating around the corner, away from the flames.
Well, I'm going to just drink one of my potions.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're all running away from the flame, do we have to be in initiative right now? Because I want to grab a torch and light it on fire.
No. Yeah. They're all running away and retreating from the flame.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so we're free to. I'm gonna pat Chaz on the back and run through the flames.
Huh.
Okay. So as you're running through the flames, give me a dexterity save.
Cool.
So Justen, you could say that through the fire and the flames, you carry on.
Well, I tripped and fell into the flames.
Into it, yeah.
Oh, that's no good.
Okay.
I just
so as
healed
you're
you.
as you run through the flames, you take 8 points of fire damage, and your clothes will ignite.
Oh,
because you're now you ran through sticky like on fire spider web, so those webbing is now stuck to you as well.
Okay.
Stop, drop, and roll.
And then what else are you gonna do?
Are they still around here? Can I attack any of them?
They're like it looks like they're running back into this cavern over this direction.
Hold on, I gotta zoom out to see where you're talking.
This direction.
Still don't see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just
to your right.
Yep, gotta run over. I'm gonna try and get next to one if I can.
How zoomed in were you?
I just like to gaze at my character, you know. Close as I can.
So you caught one last straggler as it was running.
All right, I'm gonna hit that dude.
And thank you for the bits on Twitch, Trevor. Thank you.
Bits.
Was that hit, Ethan? 14?
14. 14 will hit.
Yes.
6 slashing. Okay, so you slash a big gouge in its abdomen, but it's still up moving and it is able to keep skittering away, and it actually goes up onto the ceiling.
Okay, cool. I look around.
Yeah, give me a perception. By now, yeah, all of that has died down, except for the on flames that Justen is. So speaking of that, Justen,
I forgot.
You'll take another 9 points of fire damage.
All right.
As the flames continue to burn your skin.
I'm gonna pat him out.
Pat.
We carry on.
So, all right, 15 perception. All right, so both and Studebaker running forward as well. So, looking down the cavern that you saw the spiders go down, it looks like it opens up into a immense cave. And on the far wall of the cave, you're not really 100% sure what you're seeing, but it looks like there are what you saw 2 very large spider legs resting along the far wall there.
Over.
Looks like that's where all the spiders were. To the southeast.
Okay.
This direction.
Gotcha.
Hey, Willa, where do you think those guys went without preparing?
That's a great question, but better to pair up, right?
I'm going to hold up a potion like it's a drink and cheer Willa and then make myself feel slightly better. What was the dice that we got those dope potions from the guy that made the donation last week?
It was...
They're D8s plus 5s.
2.
Oh, it's 2d8 plus 5?
Yeah.
My God, Thornstooth, take a potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all got a couple of those, didn't we?
That's like as even as it could be.
In total, you got 46. And Thornstooth. So as you're moving forward, you get a better view.
What I just have.
Yeah, Justin, what did you do?
You healed for 14.
Did you hurt yourself more?
Yeah, I had 26. Hang on. I'm getting there, guys.
There you go.
Thornstooth's not smart. All right.
As you're moving forward into the cavern, you get a better view of what is along the far wall. And it looks like a humongous spider that is hanging from a web on the far wall. It seems like a lot of these spiders have gathered around it, and they're chittering, I guess would be the good onomatopoeia for what spiders sound like when they're talking. With the pincers, that noise back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looked like there's. Do what, Villi?
I said everybody's seen a horror film. We know what they sound like.
Yeah. So
should we be alarmed at all of the skulls and bones that are next to us?
Oh, look at this. There's footprints.
Should you?
Someone's been here already,
Chaz,
it seems.
Scroll a little bit. You should scroll a little bit further south and to the right, Chaz.
All right. So as you enter in,
Here we are.
It seems like no one's seen you so far, so they're all just chittering to the giant spider. Jesus.
Thorntooth, maybe we should wait for the other guys.
Ethan, is it called Spider
Jesus? What the hell they're
Jesus?
doing back there.
Do what?
Is it called Spider Jesus?
No, it is not called Spider Jesus.
Because that's what you
Can I do
said.
a short
We all know
rest?
that's what it is.
You're wanting to rest 4 hours in a cave.
Yeah, I think in this pile of bones, I'll just take a quick, short rest.
Okay, well, Thorntooth is napping. What does everyone else gonna do? Looks, the rest of the party's just hanging out by the entrance.
Yeah, it's just
I'm
me
gonna
and
go
Chaz.
in. I'm going into my shell.
I mean, I guess we would cautious guys. We should like cautiously go see where the other two are, just in case they're in trouble, right?
I'm gonna sneak up. Yeah, let's see what's going on up here.
I'm fine,
So,
dude.
This is like a
Willa,
Call of Duty
Villi,
squad. That's how
and-
we're sneaking up.
Willa, Villi, and Ignacious, y'all all have a +10 bonus to your stealth checks. And you can't be tracked by magical means for the duration of the spell that Olivia just cast, which is an hour.
Cool.
But y'all must stay within 30 feet of her.
I have no idea she cast that spell. I just think I am like a shadow.
Correct.
Guys, I'm so sneaky right now. This is amazing. Wait, I'll be quiet.
Yeah, your
Guys,
steps don't even make a noise.
I'm so sneaky.
All right. So y'all come up and you see your companions, Studebaker and Thorntooth, are sitting at the mouth of a cavern.
Oh boy.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, there's a big old spider in there. It's huge.
There were a bunch of huge spiders back. There were a bunch of huge spiders back there.
No, this one's the size of our old ship.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. Oh, it's moving.
Why do you think
just-
I'm in here?
Oh god.
Oh, God.
no.
Oh no 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 no
It has seen Thorntooth as he was turned around, and it skitters up right up to you, Thorntooth, and it looms over you.
Hello.
Willa, go be ranged.
Oh no no
And,
no no.
Willa is retreating, and it turns and looks at you, Thorntooth, and says, "Mortals, come to my library."
Yeah,
And
we're looking for.
Like comes down its eyes to its 8 eyes to your 2 eyes. So it's actually looking at Thorntooth, Ignacious, Villi, and Studebaker all at the same time, and says, "I have heard you have made trouble for my children."
No. See, they attacked us. They shot their webs at us. We were just coming down here.
I mean, they tried to nap us.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Is this a
I
library?
mean, I did ask them.
Persuasion.
I did ask them why they were
Persuasion.
attacking us.
Or persuasion, yeah.
I clicked it. Oh, sweet.
Nice. Okay. Yes, my children are to deter any other visitors. You see, humans like yourself destroyed my library above. It has come to me to rebuild it. But where are my manners? It seems that maybe, well, maybe not you are looking for knowledge. But he looks at Studebaker and Ignacious and sees a bit more wizened people. And says,
I'm in my shell still, by the way.
Okay, so he sees Ignacious, who is a bit more wizened, and says, "Oh, you have a dwarf in your midst. I do enjoy them in their pastimes of digging and excavating. As you can see, we have a lot to talk about in common with that." And as he's talking, there's stuff dripping from his fangs also.
Ew.
Can I try to
I mean,
wipe
I
away
can
stuff
show you how
from
to
his
use-
fang?
And he,
I can show you how to use
yep.
stuff. It makes it easier.
What'd you
What?
say, Ignatius?
Sorry, I can show you how to use tools to dig a bit faster, even.
Indeed, it is comical to see that. But where are my manners? It's been so long since I've had visitors that weren't, well, and he kind of like clacks, kind of with his 8 arms, points at all of the bones everywhere. My name is Chromatus, and I used to be the curator and librarian of this library. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of humans wanted to take my knowledge, use it for themselves, and then make sure no one else had it. So, and it seems like he sits back a little bit, and his arms come up in like a steepled position. What brings you to my library?
We're looking for a book, right?
Yeah, right? my character brain should know this, but I don't remember the book we're looking for or the exact set of knowledge we're looking for.
The book about
not
the Titans,
a specific.
right?
Yeah, so y'all are specifically looking for maybe a book, but just any information you can find on the 5 Titans that were ancient war machines.
Yes, great Spider. We're looking for some books on the giant war machines. You may have heard of them. We actually encountered one off of the coasts of that city that we were in. Man, I should know the name of that city. Gallifore. Yeah. And we felt it when it attacked us, and felt that it seemed to calm everybody in the city down. They were a little bit cranky. Also, I must say, you seem very well suited for the job of being a librarian. 8 arms and all that, good for stocking shelves. You seem like you'd be good at the job.
So he comes around. So I mean, it's gonna look weird on the map, but he's actually gonna be on the wall on the side. And he's gonna come around to get closer to you, Ignacious, and
no.
You, I like you. If you speak for the rest of your party, I could possibly assist with this. However, no knowledge comes free. And as you might see, I'm trying to rebuild my library to what it once was. So I would require some knowledge, or if it pertains, and you can do so, tell me a story. I will give you the information that I know of what you seek.
I don't think anybody would have any objections to me speaking for the party. You do need a story from each one of us, though, correct?
Correct.
Do you have anywhere that's a bit more
ancient knowledge?
Understandable. Do you have anywhere that's a bit more homey for people that cannot hang out on the walls?
Well, I do have a vast cavern. While it doesn't have any chairs for mortals yet, you understand a lot of the upstairs was destroyed for the spider. Let me name the spider too.
What did you say the spider's name was?
Bob.
It's not Bob.
Chromatos?
Yeah, Krakator.
Chromatus.
Chromatus.
Yeah.
I'll go for
Keep more people waiting.
Hello,
No.
everyone. Don't know what happened, but after just waiting for a few minutes, looks like things are back on YouTube, so we're going to keep going.
All right. Who is up next, or who's wanting to go up next for their story?
I'll do it.
Alrighty. So Villi steps up to the giant spider hanging on the wall.
Whose name I forgot. But
yep,
that's
it should
okay.
be right there on the token.
Cosmo.
And Cosmo. Yeah, good as any. So you're up, Villi. So you step in front of the spider.
Mr. Cosmo, Mrs. Cosmo, whatever Cosmo, let me tell you about my family. My family were show people. We traveled with various shows until we got our big break. We were going to go into the palace to perform for the queen. So things did not quite go smoothly. We had no idea what the intellectual level of politicians was. They didn't understand any of the routines. The waiters and the guards were hysterical, but the politicians, crickets. Well, this was just after the Great Fire, and there was a shortage of wood to rebuild the city. And they thought it would be funny, for some reason, if I stand on the shoulder. I was even shorter then, if you can believe it, of the guy who announced the arrivals at the dinner party and had color commentary. So I told you before, the waiters loved our act, especially the bartenders. And they kept giving us samples, which probably contributed to the small errors in the act. Well, as they came in, he would say, "Lord and Lady Stuffshed." And I would add, "Looking very much the pot," or whatever I came up with off the cuff. So there were a lot of guests and a lot of waiters with aperitifs. Anyway, the least important were seated first. You know, Corporal Do-Nothing, Director of Street Sweepers, and the Lady Peaches. So we got to the big kahuna, the Q unit herself, and the Royal Boy Toy, or Consort. Well, the Queen came in with on the arm of Lord Hee-Haw. Well, the Queen is about 1.5 Villis in height, and Lord Poolboy is about 7 feet, straight as an arrow. This guy was so stiff his knees barely bent. Well, I was a little high, so I announced them: Her Highness, Queen of the Realms, Mother of Prince Soy the Myopic, and Royal Consort, Lord Tight Shorts. To help preserve the precious wood supply, Lord Sixpack will use the same stick up his butt for the duration. Well, the next morning, the guy in charge of the prison gave me my assignment. I would clean the cages of the more exotic prisoners. That's where I met Tantor the Magnificent, and why I never drank again. Well, to make a long story even longer, sorry, I'm going to spare you the rest of it. We eventually escaped from the prison, and Tantor broke my fingers, which is why they're all crooked, accidentally. And somehow I met up with these guys. And the rest, as they say, is hysterical. And that's the end of his silly story.
I will need to hear more of this, Tantor. Sounds like an interesting person. Thank you for your contribution to the library. And as he says that, one of his arms kind of passes over your head, and you feel like an energy coming around you, and it pulls up your head right up where your forehead is, and this light, this blue light, kind of pulls out of your head, and it becomes stream, almost like a liquid, and then it forms into a book shape, and then solidifies into a library book that says "The Tales of Villi," Volume 1.
You might want to put a little warning on that book.
Put a little parentally advisory sticker down on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Well,
There's 1,000 stories.
Friend.
And some of them are actually true. Sorry.
Oh no, the DM just dropped from the video call.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, he's back.
Yeah,
He's back.
He's back.
I'm out of space. I just walked in to find you. All right. Who's up next?
Spider friend, it is interesting that you wanted to hear more stories of Tantor, because I was planning on telling you a very specific story of our dearly departed friend.
He's
called
departed. Well, that is unfortunate. But his memory will live on in stories, as it should.
We're gonna probably end up naming some kind of peach food item after him. Because I was gonna tell you about Tantor's not even passion, but love for peach turnovers. Have you, Spider Friend, ever had a peach turnover?
I know of them, but my workers, and he turns towards the spiders that are all kind of gathered, and they've all kind of gathered up around here, around the mouth of the cavern as well, to listen in with the stories. Have never brought me one, and well, we're spider. We don't live or bake.
Well,
or fry.
I promised you, friend. I can understand that. And I promise you, friend, one day I will come back and I will bring you a peach turnover. Because peach turnovers saved our lives one day, thanks to Tantor. You see, one day we were in a great tournament with a real douchebag of a knight. He was not a good guy. And Tantor, the great and mighty, what's the elephant race called? I'm sorry, my brain fell through.
Loxodon.
Great and mighty Loxodon warrior, fueled by the peach turnovers, which he until that day had never even tasted. They had never gone beneath his trunk, through his lips, past the gums, look out tummy, here that peach turnover came. Because that peach turnover gave him the strength to win not one, but two great events. He won, I think it was a fighting thing, but the one that I remember clearly was the joust. And he greatly succeeded at the joust. He knocked that stupid idiot off of his horse. And then that guy tried to talk some trash. But it was all for naught. Because Tantor that day led us to 4 solid victories in 4 different events. In fact, the ship we arrived on, did we arrive on that ship? I think we arrived on the ship that's named after the great Tantor. And I promise you, when I bring you a peach turnover, a great spider friend, I'm going to tell you more stories of Tantor, for he was the greatest Loxodon I've ever known. And I've known at least 2 of them, so that was not a backhanded insult. I hope that story was worth more than $19.99, because Al's story got Justen Baker to donate $19.99. How'd you like that one, great spider?
Your contribution is acceptable. It also waves an arm over you and pulls out and pulls into a book, and you actually get a glimpse of the cover on this one. And the cover is the image of a Loxodon on a horse with a lance speared through a peach turnover.
I need that as a t-shirt today.
All right. So, who's up?
Slow guy or elf? Who's next?
Okay. I guess I'll go next. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but oranges have a pH balance 10,000 times more acidic than blood. I once killed a man with an orange.
Tell us that story.
I was cooking breakfast, and he started stomping around my campsite. I heard the commotion and hid before he walked past, and I went to grab for the closest thing that I could defend myself with, an orange. I quickly squirted the juice into his eyes, and while he was blind and confused, I shoved an orange down his throat. Yeah, and that was right before I bumped into you guys, and I figured it would be safer to travel in numbers. Safer for you.
Is this why Willa always wants to plant an orange tree? She's just making improvised weapons. Oh
Yes.
God.
Willa, I did not know this about myself. Yeah, Willa, I did not know this about myself, but I'm terrified of you.
Also, I wrote that story in like 5 minutes while we were on the break, so I'm kind of proud of myself for that.
All right. So the Chromatrus says that that is good knowledge to have if I grab any oranges. He looks at some of his spiders, and they kind of come up, and you hear a lot of clack back and forth. And some of the spiders actually leave the cave to go what you assume is towards the exit. He does the same thing with you, where he pulls out the memory into a book, and this one is an orange cover, and then has an image of you on the front cover of it, and he tucks that away. Last but not least, Studebaker, you're up.
Well, I've known many stories. I don't remember many. In fact, I don't remember much at all, other than I don't remember things very well. I remember that, at least. I guess I could tell you a bit about me. My name's Studebaker Peppercorn, and I was born in a poor family with 11 brothers and sisters. I was the youngest, and as a boy had a fascination with magic. But I couldn't remember my spells, see. So I wasn't accepted to the Mage University that my brother Thunderbird and Daisy were. So once I realized that I wasn't going to be a very good spellcaster, I thought I might try music. But I had difficulty remembering the chords and the notes and how to do things with the instruments. So even though my older brother Spitfire and Mustang were really good musicians, and my sisters Lily and Periwinkle were great singers, I was not able to go to the Bard College with them because I couldn't remember the notes. I briefly considered the warrior's path, like my brother Tornado, but that wasn't for me either. So I just decided to join my brothers Cutlass and Gremlin and my sister Petunia and pick up the family trade of cobbling. And I cobbled shoes for several years, until later I remembered that I wanted to learn magic. And thankfully for me, a wizard who would come to be my master Yoshi was passing through town, and upon my crafting of excellent shoes for him, offered to teach me some spells. After I learned some spells from him and spent some time with him on his island, I started to learn instruments, like this banjo here. And then I'm going to play the banjo.
Okay.
And an end to the story. Hopefully that goes through. Oh yeah, look at there.
Oh wow, that was a magical performance. You have some of the spiders that have like strung themselves up by the webs, and they're swaying back and forth, kind of in time with the banjo. It's a little hard to be in time, like swaying with a banjo perfectly, but it seems like this is their version of dancing along with your music. And at the end of your performance, you actually get some what looks like spiders' legs clapping together. They're giving you an applause.
Well, that was awesome. I really wish you had chosen to make tiny shoes for the spider.
That's not out of the question yet.
That's true.
It just moves forward and waves its hand or its arm over your head, and it pulls out the memory. Now, for you who
Oh, that's what I need. More robbery of my memories.
It does take it does leave a bit easier than the rest of your compatriots memories
yeah, probably.
and then it comes together in a book that is the cover of it is very hodgepodge together. It looks like different materials, leather, cloth, and it looks like everything was kind of stitched together as an homage to your kind of very storied and different multi-hobbied life. And he tucks the book away. And keep saying he. She tucked the book away. And she looks and says, "Now that the knowledge has been given, I am free to give knowledge back. You said you came asking about Titans. Well, in the ancient times before what is recorded history."
Oh, I remember the Titans.
Fantastic football team.
Hey, Ethan.
Yeah.
Real fast. Is there like wood and stuff around?
Wood?
Yeah.
There's like scrap wood, yeah.
Can I try and build shelves for the spider?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta do that.
Yeah, go for it. Okay.
I want to make him shoes.
Okay, so while he's telling the story, you'll start making shoes, and Thornstooth, you'll start making shelves. So
I'm listening politely to the speaker and focusing on him.
Can't do it.
Chromatus explains. She says that before the worlds and the land masses were floating, they were all one land mass. Also still floating, but they were together at the bottom of what is the known world, right above the layers of clouds. So there's like a layer of basically like acid cloud that the bottom of the like the very bottom of the land masses float above. And she says that long ago that used to be one land mass, all like right above that layer. And this landmass was raised from an even older time when mortals lived below the clouds, and was raised by a very ancient, very wise, and very powerful sorcerer named Norbert Peabody Clunkerjack.
Did you write that down?
Yay. I'm so happy about that.
And he rose the landmass so that he could be relieved from squabbles that were happening on the lands below. Unfortunately, where men are, squabbling happens. And 5 nations broke out in war with each other. Each one of them having been given an orb of power by Norbert Peabody Clunkerjack. And each nation used those to build a Titan. And use the orbs to power the Titan. And these Titans were, well, they were evil machines that knew nothing but destruction.
We met one of them. We saw that firsthand. It's what killed our friend Tantor.
Yes, they were very strong, but even more strong with the orbs that we used to power them. There were 5 orbs. One of each color, or each color being 4 of them were black. One of those had white tendrils running through it. One of them had blue tendrils running through it. One red, one green, and then finally, Clunkerjack's last creation was a white orb with black running through it. Each of those embodying some emotion that is essential to mortal life. The white and black one being for death, the black and white one being for life, the red one for rage, green for envy, and blue for order. These orbs also had vast magical power and a lot of energy behind them. So when one goes to war, things with a lot of energy and power become weapons. These were used to fuel the Titans. And the war that came from all this shook the world and ended with the breaking that gave the rise to the world as it is. When the sorcerer Clunkerjack came back. Sorry, change of position, getting comfy. The sorcerer Clunkerjack came back and used the powers of the orbs inside the Titans to split the worlds and hide the orbs among them, so that they may never be used together again. Now, you said you were looking for the Titans. On this, I have no knowledge of.
Iggy, show him the shard.
Oh, that's
the skull.
A very good idea, my short friend. That will probably keep me from asking him 8 more questions. Hey, spider friend, check this thing out. And I pull the blanket out of my bag and I lay it down on the ground and I unfold it and step back from it.
Okay, but it is still touching the bag, nothing else.
The blanket, yes. It's just laying on the blanket, which is now spread out on the ground.
Okay. So Chromatus goes and looks at it.
We found that shard inside the skull of 2 people that were vandalizing your library upstairs.
Chromatus says, after looking at it for a couple of minutes, actually backs up on the wall a little bit and says, "Do not touch that."
I didn't plan on touching it. That's why I had it wrapped up.
That is a shard of one of the orbs, the orb of life. It can be used to raise people from the dead, among other uses I've not really seen it used for. It grows and gives life energy unrestrained, which is something that can be very bad with rampant life energy and nowhere to use it. You said this is a shard of it, or this is a shard of it. You said you found it inside someone.
Yeah. This skull-looking guy upstairs, him and a guy we will refer to as Orange Man. We fought them, and I believe Iggy killed the guy with the shard in his head, but we didn't touch it. We instinctively said, this doesn't look like something you want to touch.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad juju coming off of that shard. And the guy that had it inside of his head was like 99% not alive anymore.
That makes sense. I've never heard of or seen the orbs being shattered, but I would imagine that even as pieces, they hold a lot of the power of the whole. I thought would be someone has now terrifyingly someone has this orb and is using it to raise people from the dead.
So
I caution you.
Yes.
To make sure no one touches this. I don't know what it would do to someone that's actually living already.
But if it touched somebody who was dead, would it bring them back or make them into some weird skeleton guy?
I would assume it would bring them back.
It's a shame we didn't have this when we had Tantor's hand.
Okay, just make a clone of Tantor? Well, maybe.
Would this thing actually regrow somebody like a lizard? Like if we just had their pinky?
That's knowledge is intriguing.
Oh, maybe it was a serious question.
Back to the island.
I'm gonna start putting shoes on the spider.
on the Chromatus?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me. She's pretty okay with you.
Was it she?
Yeah. I kept saying he just out of habit, but Chromatus is a she. Yeah.
Usually the big spider is a she.
Yeah. So she's actually lost in thought about running an experiment to see how that would how it would actually work, and you see her kind of eyeing the shard a little, as she's saying that. She doesn't actually notice you, Studebaker, putting the the shoes on.
Wait, isn't there like a dead spider? Can't we just go try it on that?
There are squished spiders. Yeah.
We should just go try that.
Was that in character?
Yeah.
No, we definitely should not go try that. This is one of
the Run
I
a
would
little
wait
experiment.
until Cosmo here lets us know what to do.
I would agree to that experiment. I'm curious to see the orb's powers, even if they're in shards. I've never actually seen them in person.
I pick it up with the mage
let's
hand
go and try.
and moving it with the mage hand over and touch one of the dead spiders.
I would very much like to point out I'm against this idea.
Okay, so as you take the shard and you touch the carcass of the one of the spiders, it doesn't actually like bring any blood back or anything like that. Like you're looking at a spider that was squished and it's kind of splattered with blood. That doesn't come back. When you actually touch it with the shard embeds and gets absorbed into the body of the spider, and the squished like bone and exoskeleton, like the actual body of the spider, pops back like you're taking a bumper out of a car, but none of like the blood comes back or anything like that. And then slowly, like its arms start moving again, and it pops back to being a full-looking spider.
Look at that! It worked.
And now we've used up the shard.
And now we lost the shard. What did I say?
I feel like we can
Spider
get
Lady.
Impulsive.
back.
Spider Lady, is this still the same friend you had?
Or child.
So who Villi, you put it on it, correct?
Well, yeah, with the mage hand.
With the mage hand. Okay. So while after you did that, it comes back, pops up, and it eyes you, and it jumps at you, and
Wonderful.
is going to attack you. So what's your AC?
Like I would know. It's all of 11. I thought it was higher.
11. Okay. So yeah, so that will hit. And
No, well, that got lowered. It should be like 13. It got lowered in some fight.
okay. That even with a 13, it'll still hit. So let's. Okay, you'll take 5 points of piercing damage,
Great.
and then instead of like you don't feel poison coursing like into your body as your like as it bites you, you actually feel like the blood is being drained out of you.
Great.
So then you'll actually take 3 more points of necrotic damage as your blood is starting to drain from your body.
Can I hit the thing? Are we free to do whatever?
Yeah, you can hit the thing.
Ugh.
Hit that thing.
So being right next to it, flanking gives advantage. So that'll hit. 13. Okay, so you see it latch onto Billy's arm, and you very carefully like slice it right off of Billy's arm. You cut it clean in two, and then as it splits open, the shard falls out of it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the Chromatus and I apologize, but desperate times.
It's okay. I'll make more. They are just workers, but that is very interesting.
I'll make more.
I don't think
became
we
very
want that
violent.
shard. If you'd like to have it, I think that would be a very fitting thing for your library with large "Do not freaking touch" signs around it.
If you think it was best to give it to me, I can hold it here.
It's up to the party, but I don't want it. I don't want nothing to do with it again.
I personally disagree with just about everything that's happened in the last 5 minutes.
Is this shard? Is this a shard of an orb?
Yes, it looks like this is a shard of the life orb.
Well, shouldn't we keep it And if we find the rest of the orb?
Is Studebaker talking right now?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Studebaker. For once, you seem to see the logic in this situation. Why are we just putting a piece of the scary evil thing onto random dead spiders? We could have lost it. We could have turned it into a monster. And now we want to leave it in the library where anybody could just come and grab it. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when the turtle is the logical one here.
All right, relax. And then I'm going to wander off over here and start making shoes for Ignacious.
Making more shoes. Okay.
Because no offense, giant spider lady, but you have been stuck in a library for, I assume, about 100 years. Of course you wanted to see something cool happen. You might not be the most logical person when it comes to making zombie spiders.
True. But it is your possession. You're free to do with it as you wish. I, however, am going to retire to digest this knowledge and hopefully add it to the collection of the library.
Enjoy your shoes.
And so she no longer skitters away. Kind of. Oh, hold on. I want to see if I can actually grab the
shoes.
You might wind up with Iggy too.
Yeah.
Don't forget your shoes.
So one.
Oh no, she's left a shoe. It's like Cinderella.
There we go.
It's okay.
All right. So she goes away with her shoes, and instead of skittering, it sounds like cobble. It sounds like clacking. So it's just like a clacking of wooden cobbled shoes as it goes
shoes.
along. Well,
they're tap shoes.
Yeah. Oh God, tap shoes on a spider. Yes.
You're welcome, everyone.
And Chromatus retires.
Gregory Hides has got nothing on her.
Okay, Ethan, real quick question.
Yep.
We were sent on this mission. We are trying to help Frummy, right?
Yeah, so he
that was the original
just trying to
thing.
gather like more information on what these titans are, what powers them, what might be causing them to come back alive, like anything you can get from them.
Okay, I was just making sure because Jay Higley, the player, is having a great time right now. But Ignacious is really pissed off at how everyone has been acting in the last 10 or 15 minutes or so.
Oh, you were wanting to experiment with very powerful artifact pieces and see if it can raise the dead? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, let's ignore the cleric in the party when it comes to the necromancy object. I appreciate that, you guys.
It's par for
We're
the
trying
course.
to do save the world work right now. And I'm just getting stared at.
All right, so
at least
what's
has
everyone's
the excuse that he just wants to punch things. What about you, little guy, and you, elf lady? You've been quiet the whole time.
Did you listen to my story?
Yeah.
And yet you trusted me to handle an artifact?
I'm going to hand Ignacious his
mage
shoes.
hand.
I mean, I'm pretty distracted by the terror of spiders that I'm feeling right now.
I'll give you
what I
that.
think it is? You know what I think it is, Ignacious? Just don't like to have fun. Man, something happened to you when you were young, and it just sucked the fun part of your life out, and it got cast aside, and now you're just a mean, terrible, sad person.
Have you met me for the last 5 days that we've known each other? This is the first time I've raised my voice to any of you.
Well, I don't like it. I'm gonna run away.
I'm going to hand Ignacious the shoes that I made him.
The one truth has booked it. Okay.
I take the shoes and put them on because I am not mad at Studebaker at all. He seems to be, oddly, the logical one in the group right now.
Yeah, I'm the brains of the operation.
No, I think I'm the brains
has
of the
run away
operation,
again.
which is crazy.
To paraphrase the great Belushi, you messed up. You trusted us.
I'm going to follow Thornstooth.
Okay, so heading out. Ignatious, Villi, Willa. I know Willa's probably just ready to get out of this spider
Yeah,
cave.
let's go. I'm
So
out.
you'll have a bit more information about the Titans. They themselves are actually powered by the orbs, but the orbs themselves are more powerful than Titans, and there are 5 of them. Currently, you know the whereabouts. Well, knew the whereabouts of one, the red one, and you have a shard of the white, the life one. If everyone remembers, there was also from the big dreadnought that attacked the city. The guy that was controlling it, Rock, had a blue one in his chest.
Yeah.
Did anyone pick up the shard?
I would have wrapped it up in the blanket because I was going to talk to Villi before we left, but then everybody walked away while you were talking right there.
Okay. So Ignacious has it again. Okay. So everyone goes and...
Can I still do that?
Yeah, so you've got time to y'all talk while you're heading up the stairway up back to the top of the library.
Yes.
Listen, I'm not even sorry that I got mad back there. I just need to make sure that when it comes to the magic things, I handle the scary life and death things, and you figure out the other magic things. Don't be putting necromancy stuff against random things. That's not illogical of me to ask, right?
Before we started that?
I did. I pointed out it was full of deathy, bad juju.
Yeah, he did. Whether I mean he yelled it out loud and y'all's characters remembered it or not, different story.
Thorntooth's a bad influence. Don't listen to him for plans.
Yeah. All right. So after having the discussion and the blanket statement on what happens next whenever any necromancy artifacty things happen, you make the top of the library, open up the trap door. The flames are out, and the library looks to be, I mean, it's still a wreck, but it's currently not being wrecked anymore, and it's not on fire. Your ship, which I do have a map for this time, it didn't fully crash, is waiting for you in the distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna run right to it.
Okay.
What is waiting for us?
Your ship.
I'm Naruto running to the ship.
Oh yeah.
Are you legitimately running away because you're upset at me?
I guess. Sure.
Dude, Thorntooth is dumb as shit. That's the thing. Like he's not operating under like the normal logic, especially logic that a cleric would have.
All right. So everyone gets the ship. We go ahead and
do we know what direction we're flying in?
One.
What? Yeah. What direction are you flying in? Once we get to the ship, we can go ahead and talk next directions. Okay. So everyone is on the ship.
Back to Frummy. Ooh, look at the ship.
Yeah. So now that and this one was made by me in Dungeon Fog today in like 10 minutes. It's super quick to do everything. But
oh hell yeah.
So we'll do a quick tour. Up or down south is the wheel. And as you can see, that is actually on its own raised up platform. There are a ladder on each side going up with a little chair for in case, you know, you're just kind of coasting, don't want to be standing up, have a little break while you're manning the helm. Yep. And then on each point are heavy ballista.
Okay.
And there's a staircase going down to the below deck. Pretty sparse on the upper deck right now because y'all don't really have a whole lot of things that need to be up on the upper deck. A lot of your provisions and your beds and everything are down below deck. So as you gather more things for the ship, I'll add onto the map. But right now, it's pretty. Thorn, take the helm.
Yep.
Alrighty, and
going back to where we came from. Is that the objective?
Back to Valifor to Frummy.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and so it's gonna be a while before y'all get back there. You'll have enough time for rest and to discuss about what just happened and next steps. If you want to take a look at the below deck,
I'll be right back.
Is that an orange tree?
Oh yeah.
That is an
my
orange tree that Willa planted a little while ago.
Oh,
And then you have your provisions on the east or the starboard and port side of the below deck. There is a captain's chair or a captain's desk with a rug, nice little oriental rug, along with an aerial map, a sextant, and other general navigation tools, and then 3 hammocks on each side for sleeping quarters. So everyone has time to go ahead, take a full rest, and if they want to talk about what in the world just happened, they're free to, while we're on our way back to Balfour for hopefully the last time.
Is there a autopilot on this?
There's keeping the straight
the chair.
and narrow going. Yeah.
Okay.
There's just the keep the straight and narrow going, and that's really it. But that's what the chair's there for. If y'all are just straight flying, and you're not really needing to steer or anything like that, it's so people can still man the helm, but don't have to be standing on their feet for forever.
Gotcha.
Did you say that there's an orange tree on the ship?
There is an orange tree on the ship. It is below deck.
Oh, perfect.
A little.
Studebaker loves oranges.
Of course.
No.
Stay away from that orange tree, Willa.
Yeah, now that you know Willa is using those oranges as a deadly weapon. Okay.
Orange girl bad.
Bad. Alrighty, so if no one else has anything else to discuss for what just happened, we'll actually go ahead and end there for the week before we get back to Balfour, as the party is heading, hopefully for the one last time, back to Balfour before they move on to wherever the next city that awaits our heroes.
Very briefly, since my tattoo was exposed, I must now, according to my religious order, obtain a new hat. And so while in Balfour, I wish to find a hatter. The hat has to be made to exact specifications.
Oh.
You see, our god is the Wheelie flying unicorn. We don't actually know the Wheelie flying unicorn's name. And the clerics gain those spells because the god does not recognize us. When the head of our order communed with the great Wheelie flying unicorn, the uniform, well, he basically said, go away, but in slightly less words. Slightly ruder words. But we still worship the great flying wheelie unicorn.
So you
We
can go to a hat with a flying unicorn on it?
No, it's a special hat. I will need to speak with the hatter and give him exacting instructions.
All
I
right.
bet there's a haberdashery in the place where Tantor got his suit and I got my cape made.
Coincidentally enough,
Tantor
that is
had his
right next
hat
to where
made
all
there.
the other fashion stuff. Yeah, that is where he had his hat made. That guy made. Oh, yeah. There was a hat. There was a haberdashery there, and then also a seamster store there as well. So you'll be able to get that.
All right, excellent.
Alrighty, and that's all we got this week. Tune in Saturday, same time. What, 7, 8? 8.
Yeah. So just a couple of things. I would like to run the Dungeon Fog ad quickly. So just one moment for that to go.
One time.
Cool commercial.
So, dungeonfog.com. I'm sure that most of you watchers already know, but if any of you don't, it's an online cloud-based map creator. Basically like Photoshop and PowerPoint had a baby, and that baby can produce really kick-ass D&D maps. The maps that we used this evening were made there. And one of the cool things about it, and what we actually use tonight, is that there is a community on Dungeon Fog, and you are able to use other people's maps as templates. So if you find something that you really like, but if you just want to edit it a bit, you can do that. You can just download their map and then edit it with the editor. And if you go to dungeonfog.com and use Manshorts, you get 10% off the annual subscription. So check that out. We will be back on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern to stream One Last Ride. Justen, do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, just going to be a Western-themed game. We're playing Sidewinder Reloaded, which is basically D20
Recoiled.
Modern. Recoiled. Reloaded. Same thing. Whatever. Not the same thing. But yeah, it's basically D20 Modern set in a Western environment. And it should be a lot of fun. And we've got Cher, who you might remember from DM Therapy. She's going to be joining us. And yeah, tune in, 8 o'clock.
And I have a cool mustache that I'll be wearing for that adventure. So yeah, Saturday we'll be playing that, and then next Wednesday we'll be back here at 8 p.m. to continue on with Airships of Nuada. So thanks for hanging out this evening, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.